and say that, oh, the broadcast is live. Hello, hello. Welcome, Kyber Cave family. This is Arc Xcala. And if you can hear me right now, somebody make a comment in the comment box because we're having a little bit of technical difficulty on our side. We're trying to get this figured out. So if you are watching and you can hear me, please comment in the chat box and say, I can hear you, Arc. You are there. Otherwise, I'm just going to be talking aimlessly until somebody lets me know what's going on. Because I have no idea what's going on. Not that I ever know what's going on. Let's be real about this. Without my crew, I would never know what was actually happening. But I am not in California right now. I'm actually on the whole other side of the United States. I am on the East Coast in North Carolina. So I am not with the rest of the crew. And I don't know if y'all can hear me. So please comment. Ooh, I have an idea. Hey, Alwyn or Zayo, is anybody able to come online and let me know if they can hear me? Can you hear me online, Zayo? So I am in North Carolina. I am on my last night of vacation. I am, you can hear me talking? All right. All right. Well, at least I know you all out there in internet land can hear me. I think I'm having difficulty connecting to the Kyber Cave right now. I am in North Carolina visiting friends. I am out here seeing what it's like on the East Coast. And you know what it's like? It is humid out here. Holy goodness. Look, I have been to Vietnam before. Humidity is nothing new to me. But I was not prepared for North Carolina humidity. And the day that I came in, there was actually a tornado. So, or hurricane? Tornado? Hurricane? I don't know what you guys call it out here. So, anyways, this is my last night here in North Carolina. I will be back at the Kyber Cave tomorrow morning. I'm leaving at 6 in the morning from here, and I will be back there at about noon tomorrow. So I am happy. I will be excited to see everybody, see all your smiling faces. If there's anybody online, go ahead and comment in.
Hello?
Ooh, now I can hear you. Holy goodness.
Yes. Sorry about that. Sorry about the technical difficulty, but we got it.
Yay! I'm connected to the Kyber Cave again. I feel safe now. I don't feel so lost and alone in the woods anymore.
Yep. Ben, how are you doing? It's great to see you again.
Oh man, it is so good to see you, dude. It's like seeing family again. How is the Kyber Cave? I see it's not on fire.
Oh nope, it's definitely not. Nope, everybody's right here getting ready for HEMA class. It's Wednesday and Friday. It is Van right here. Right?
Hello, Mr. Van.
Oh, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, while Greg is there, ask him if he's jumping on at the end of the show tonight.
Oh yeah, are you jumping on at the end of the show, Greg? Yes, he is.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we will be looking out for our updates from Greg Veery. And I don't know if is our guest backstage. Can you see anybody backstage there?
Yes, it is. Yes, he is backstage. He's giving a thumbs up.
So he is waiting for us there. I told him not to pick your nose while you're backstage because you can come on at any time. So let me know what's been going on. I've been gone a week now. What's been going on at the Kyber Cave since I've been gone?
Oh, everything's going on. You know, we extended our Paradox sale for one more week.
All right, excellent. Yep. Hey, and I see, is there a comment from, is it Hessa there in the corner?
Hessa, yeah, it says greetings right there. And he also said, yes, it's here. Also from the Philippines, Philadelphia, my bad.
Oh, Philadelphia. See, that's over where I'm at. Well, it's closer to where I'm at right now than usual. What's up, Hessa? What's up to everybody that is online? We appreciate you tuning in. Oh, look at that. Sithcat.
Kevin Sithcat, woo!
Yeah, so here's the thing is I can see that people are commenting. I just can't actually read what they are commenting. You know what? I can totally get some reading glasses. So yeah, you're gonna have to keep me informed when people are popping up. Just pop their messages up, and I'm not gonna be able to read them, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I can.
All right. Well, Sithcat is saying so. Walking Dead can't happen. There's zombies would melt. You say. Yeah, especially in California right now, it is blistering hot right now.
Dude, somebody sent me a message that said it was like 107 degrees or something like that.
Like it was like I tried driving this afternoon and my hands could not handle the steering wheel. It was super hot.
Oh my god, dude, I am not looking. Why do you guys do this to me? You have like good temperatures all week, and then the minute I'm getting ready to come home, blam, heat wave.
I don't know. That's California for you.
So tell me, so I have been missing what's been going on. I know we have a new candy display. You guys have
Oh
been
yeah.
selling new drinks there at the Kyber Cave. I know we
Yep.
just got a whole bunch of shipment of sabers and all kinds of crazy stuff in. What's been going on over there?
So we do have a new case display for all of our candy, all of our chips. Yep, there are. That's really cool. It can also rotate too.
Yeah. You know what
Yep.
that used to be? I got that when we were in the mall and there was another business going out of business. It used to be a watch display rack.
Ooh.
We have repurposed it to a candy rack.
Exactly. Yep. And yeah, we do have new drinks in the store. We have for all of you in the '90s. We have Surge.
Ooh. You know, I have never had Surge. I'm interested to try that.
Yeah, please do. It tastes really good. It's like the beginning of energy drinks, and it tastes really good. I miss the sweet. I miss Surge.
Nice. Well, we got it here at the Kyber Cave now. What about new product? Do we have any new product in?
Oh yes, we do. I just made a commercial, and it's up on TikTok at Kyber underscore cave. I just showed a our new Ultra Saber. It is also a Neopixel. It's our Darth Revan Ultra Saber.
Oh, I have seen that. And Soju put the Neon Cat on there, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, Nyan Cat. That's my favorite
Yeah.
one.
That's fantastic, dude. I tell you what, dude, I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are a few things more humiliating than getting your butt kicked with the saber that's meowing at you.
Exactly.
We need to put that on Sith Cat's saber when he
Oh
gets
yeah.
his staff taken care of.
Oh yeah. And also, Sith Cat said some advice, and it says it's too hot. Bring cool air from airport.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about that, dude. Well, you know, the one valuable lesson that I have learned since being in North Carolina is I will never complain about the weather in California again. Because even if it's hot, it's not humid.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like
The first night I went out, I could see the air. That's how moist it was. I could see the air. And, you know, if I was in California, I would have assumed that was smoke or smog. But in North Carolina, that is just water vapor floating through the air.
I know, like oh, like that. Well, still, that's California. Like you don't know if it's actual like smog or like smoke. That's the weird thing.
Yep, exactly, exactly. So we got HEMA classes going on right now, right?
Yep, HEMA class. They are every Wednesday and every Friday from 7 to closing, 9 p.m.
7 to 9 on Wednesdays and Fridays. And for those of you that may not be aware, we did make an announcement last week, but we did have to change our store hours
Yes.
due to COVID. We have reduced some of our store hours, but we're still open. We're now closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, we open from 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. And Saturday and Sunday, we're open from noon to 9 p.m.
Yep.
So, and we have, I mean, it seems like we got activities packed for almost every hour of the day now
Oh
that we're
yep.
open.
Yep. Tomorrow it's gonna be Saturday, and you know what that means. We have Light Armor League.
Yes. What
Yep.
time?
From 2 to 4.
2 to
And
4,
we also have Star Wars D&D from 4 to 6.
4 to 6. And
And
then the big events on Saturdays.
the big events on Saturdays, that is Light Armor Tournaments from 7 to closing.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm going to be home for that. So I'm hoping my cross guard is fixed so that I can actually fight. I'm kind of bougie. Like, I don't want to fight with any other saber but my baby. I got to have my personal combat saber.
Oh no, no, definitely. I cannot fight without my personal saber, but
Right.
when it comes to like the pike that we have provided here, that is only if I need it for my last line of defense. That's the only time.
Right. And the pike is popular. It's hard to get past that pike.
Yep, looking at you, Sith Cat.
Yeah, we're looking at you. And yeah, so for people that have not been to the Kyber Cave before, when we do our battles and our tournaments, we have what we call floor sabers. And I want to say we got 10 sabers out on the floor, something like that.
I'd say about like 10 or more. Yeah.
10 or more. Yeah, I'd like to keep it at 10 just so we can evenly count all of our sabers. But the
Yeah.
idea is that we have different styles. We have the pike. We're supposed to be getting a cross guard back out there, long hilt, short hilt. We have different styles, a curved hilt, so that you can try them out, see what works best for you before you buy your own saber. So that's
Yep.
kind of the advantage of having all those different sabers. And one thing that we do differently than any other league that I've seen is in other leagues, there's divisions for types of sabers, right? So a
Yeah.
pike would fight against a pike, a cross guard would fight against a cross guard. But at Kyber Cave, whatever you choose, you can go dual wield versus single. You can do pike versus shoto, curved hilt versus cross guard. Whatever you choose, you keep that for that whole round. And when that round
Yeah.
is done, you're able to switch out your weapon. Maybe
Oh
the
yeah.
first round you thought the cross guard was going to be your piece, but now you just got your butt kicked, so you're going to go with that pike. You can totally do that with our competitions. We're not quite as serious as some of
Oh,
the other leagues out there.
oh, definitely. And Austin Harrison says, "What's up, man?"
What's up, Austin? Austin is out in Texas. Actually, he just ordered a saber today. This is
Yes.
his third saber he ordered from us, and he ordered the Darth Revan helmet as
Mhm.
well. And speaking of which, if that saber isn't packed up, Victor, as soon as this broadcast is done, make sure that Austin's saber's packed up
Oh
because
yeah.
I promised him that I would, as soon as I got home, I would get it to the mailbox if it isn't there already.
Oh no, I already sent it. It's already done.
It's already in the mail?
Um. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. We were.
God, I love you guys. You guys are the
Yep.
best. You make me look good, Victor. So, Austin, you heard it. You heard it from the man himself. You heard it from Flannel Go. Your saber
That'll
is
go.
already in the mail. I don't even have to do it tomorrow,
No,
man.
it's
You're just
shipped. Yeah,
saving.
it's shipped. Yeah, it's shipped. Yep.
Woohoo! Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, hey, you know what? We got a little bit of a late start here. And I
Yep.
see that we are sitting at the 12-minute mark now. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest. I'm going to take a swig of the soda here because my voice is going.
Oh, get that swig right there.
Ah, I'm not even going to lie to you and tell you that I can pronounce our guest's last name. He's got 3 last names. I can pronounce his first name. His first name is Leo. I got that one. I think the second one is Hydrula or something like that. Uh, at any rate, this gentleman, if you have been in any of the Saber community groups, if you've been in the Saber Builder groups, the how to groups, you've probably seen this man's designs pop up several times. In fact, this is where I met him is through the groups, seeing all the different sabers that he's created and come up with. Now, what he does is he specializes in the MHS build. So the pieces that you can get at Kyber Cave, the pieces that you can get at Custom Saber Shop, even Ultra Saber pieces, he will actually reconfigure those and create his own sabers. And what I love about Leo is every saber has a story to it, right? Just like every saber you and I buy, we have our stories and our personal affinities. But every story he creates, he has created a backstory for this. This gentleman is also a cosplayer, and he is involved in fencing. So, with no further ado, I'm going to put the phone down so I can do a drum roll. Drum roll. Please bring on Mr. Leo.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, what's going out? What's going on out there in Arizona?
A lot of heat and a lot of work.
Okay. What is the temperature right now in Arizona?
I wouldn't actually be able to tell you, but I could tell you from when I just got home shortly ago, it was 118.
118.
Oh.
Okay, we can't complain. We can't cry anymore. Look, Victor, we're being little babies out here in California with our our cold 107s.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's 102. So we're babies right here. No.
Yeah, we're just being little babies right now. The real man is over there in Arizona. So
We try, we really do.
you just got off work, you said, right?
Yes, that's absolutely right.
All right. Well, so what do you do in your real world when you're not playing with lightsabers and cosplay? What is it that gets you paid?
So that's the funny part. Actually, my second job is lightsabers. I work at a company
Oh,
called Wolf and Chain Industries, and we take commissions for lightsabers. We mostly do.
really?
Yep.
Okay, now let me ask you, and I don't know if you heard my introduction for you, but I told people that you do a lot of MHS builds. You have a lot of your own personal designs. Does that come from working at this job, or were you doing designs before you came here, and that's what helped you get that job?
Actually, that's an interesting question because it's actually both. My cousin will just throw pieces at me and be like, make something, and then I'll get a commission from somebody, and then I'll have spare parts in my drawers. I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? What can I make with this? And that's actually how I made my primary hilt, which is my curved hilt right here.
Ooh.
Yes. And I'll tell you what, Victor, this gentleman, this is how Leo and I first started talking, because I saw his first I saw his curved hilt, and as people at Kyber Cave know, I am a curved hilt fan myself, and we became fast buddies that way, talking about our sabers. But since then, I've seen so many other designs, and I was telling people, Leo, what I really like about you is you don't just build. Hey, Victor, why don't you just put the two of us on, me and
Yeah.
Leo there? Um,
All right.
what I like about you is it's not just you're building a saber that looks cool, but you actually seem to come up with backstories for your saber.
And that's actually true. So when I was younger, my cousin knew that I was into Star Wars thanks to my dad. And he would bring me the actual novels that were written with all the stories like Anakin Solo, Jason, and the entire Skywalker line family, even Mara Jade.
Right.
And like one of my favorite YouTube channels to follow is Star Wars Theory. And he makes so many
Yes.
what if stories that when he did the what if Vader actually survived, I was like, I need to make this. And it was actually Kyber Cave that gave me the blade holder I need to make it, which that actual hilt is up and running now.
Oh, hey, let's bring that a little closer to the camera. Let's do a nice, good look at that. I love that. Now you can definitely see the Vader inspiration in there.
So this one
Oh,
was
that's
actually a little bit tricky
gorgeous.
to make. My drill press in the middle of making that one actually broke.
Oh, wow.
So I had to do
Wow.
a lot of those actual boltings you see by hand, which was actually easy enough to be done, but I'm just
Right.
glad it works.
Right. Now, when people look at your sabers, are they able to see? Like, I know you did, and in fact, I'm not sure if that's the photo I posted for the promos, but you did like a whole family lineage line where it was different sabers dedicated to different people. Tell us a little bit about that series that you did.
So the lineage line is actually pretty much every Star Wars lightsaber of a what if scenario. There was the Vader Reborn. There was the actual lineage saber where it was Dooku's first saber that inspired the entire line all the way down to like Anakin Solo.
Right.
And you can see every aspect of that I got from each picture I could find as reference.
So,
And MHS compatible parts make that so easy.
are you when you do these what if sabers? Are you going out and looking for reference material? Like, are you looking through comic books and different books, or are you kind of envisioning in your head what Dooku would have as, say, a Padawan?
That's actually both. I have to use a little bit of imagination because the comic book pages that you can find, say, on a Google search
Mm-hmm.
aren't always the best quality picture, but they can give you just a bit of enough to be like, okay, I know what that part is, I know what that one is, and you can throw it together.
Right. And because you work at a saber shop, are you now? For people that don't know, MHS compatible parts, we sell them at Kyber Cave. CSS Custom Saber Shop obviously are the developers of those. Are you pretty much able to find like all the pieces you need out there, or do you ever actually have to go and kind of craft something yourself?
So I have actually had to craft something myself, but I mostly get everything I need from the Saber Shop and Kyber Cave. If you guys are carrying a part that I have, I can absolutely find it there. And just like I actually have one, I actually had to craft a pommel. It was a MHS slash little bit of a mixture with an Ultra
Right.
Saber, which you can see here.
Wow. Did you paint that, or did it come like that?
It's actually brass. You could get these at Home Depot. It's literally just a light switch to a ceiling fan. I kid you not.
Wow. Okay. So when you're creating these builds, you're not just literally using saber parts. You're going to Home Depot and like, what do you do? Do you just happen to stroll through Home Depot and go, wow, I could see that on a saber? Or is it that you because another thing that audience that doesn't know that I really appreciate about you is I've seen your drawings. So I've seen a lot of times where you will draw out what your saber is going to look like, almost like a blueprint, right? If an architect was going to make a house, you have drawings of what you want your saber to look like. So at that point, if you don't have, like, say, a certain piece at MHS, do you go through the aisles at Home Depot and go, I need a pointy piece?
Actually, yes. And that's the funny part about it. I actually started making lightsaber props with nothing but what would be MHS parts at Home Depot that you can get in the plumbing department. And I made my first one like 12 years old with my dad. He's like, I can't let you use the Dremel yet, so I'm going to have to do what you want me to do for you. Okay, right. I can work with that.
That's so cool. It's cool that you had a dad that was was helping you towards your motivation. And here's something I want to point out too. For all you parents out there that say, video games will never lead to a career, or playing with lightsabers, what are you going to do with that as an adult? Well, you can design lightsabers. You can work for a company and make commission parts. So I don't want to hear any crap from you parents.
And that's so true. Like, I never thought I would be in this field now, going from starting at Wolf and Chain and their other departments, because we just opened the lightsaber division as of last year, which was a killjoy of fun to start with.
Excellent. And what was it before you were doing lightsabers?
So Wolf and Chain does architectural design as is with 3D imaging, as well as a little bit of crafting metalwork. Mm-hmm. So I have to be on the computer all day long working up stuff for the blueprints that I have to ship off to my manager, which he gives to our consumers and customers, say for wall or house or even staircases in the most weirdest designs you can imagine.
So it's primarily architecture, would you say that? Or is that where it got its start?
That's where it got its start.
How in the world did you go from architecture to lightsabers if in the same company? I can imagine you as an individual, right? But I mean, I'm a business owner, right? That would be just like if I started off at lightsabers and all of a sudden we're going to make cakes. Like, a house and a lightsaber are nowhere near the same thing. How does that even work?
So that's the interesting fact about it. I'm actually related to the owner of the company.
Okay.
We're related. And he was actually losing money there for a little bit. And I knew that, like, because of Disney taking over for Star Wars' story, that they were going to be on the rise for the sale of lightsabers. So I pleaded with my cousin, like, hey, we can make a killing off this. We've got the machine. I know the stuff. You can provide the parts. He's like, okay.
Right. Wow.
And he started buying MHS parts, or MHS left and right.
Right. Right. And now it's a whole different division and wing of that business?
Exactly.
Wow, dude, that is absolutely amazing. So under the lightsaber department, is it just you in there, or are there like other people that are designing things too?
So when we started out before COVID-19, obviously there was actually 3 of us, but I'm the only one left because the other people needed a better source of income.
Right.
And luckily for me, I have another job, so I can actually do this and that at the same time and still be okay.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's beautiful. Now, I know you also do cosplay, and you are actually a fencer. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct, actually.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about fence. I mean, because obviously fencing goes right along with sabering. I mean, I know they're 2 different sports. I'm not saying they're the same thing, but they're very similar. And then, of course, cosplay ties into, to sabering and as well. So tell us a little bit about that and how all 3 of those work together in your life.
So all 3 of those work perfectly together for me because I started actually using a rapier at 10 years old under guidance of my family.
Wow.
And I've had a lot of metalworking in my family and a lot of architectural building in my family. Okay. And that set me up the perfect stage to take that knowledge and go on and so forth. Now, my grandmother taught me basic sewing and cooking. So I guess I kind of got the jack of blades there. But the aspect of it all is she set me up to where I could start. Now, I actually joined in with a group called the Society of Creative Anarchism, and that is represented here in Arizona and internationally across the world. Okay. They have a phenomenal rapier team for fencing, and it's free. They will teach you. There are so many fine people there that will teach you and take what you already know and run with it. And
Really?
doing that with a hobby, and then finding Syndicate Saber United as a show group, I got the best of all four worlds.
Wow. And it almost seems like uh Steve Jobs talks about connecting the dots in your life. It seems like this was almost predestined for you, right? Like you had a grandma that would teach you sewing, you had a dad that was doing machining. You have rapier training in your family since you're 10. It seems like, whether you wanted to get into sabers or not, your life was kind of set that direction.
It really, really was. And it's like, I get people that will ask me, how do you do this and how do you do that? And if like people on this live stream tonight want to ask any questions with MHS parts, I am more than happy to help. It is so easy to get into this field and actually turn it into a full-time career and actually work with others that are great with it.
Wow. Now, when you say career, I think, obviously we own a saber store. So for us, this is a career. But I think for so many people in the audience, they can't really imagine how this toy, wait, I'm doing air quotes, this toy, you could make a career from it. What is it how could you make a career from sabers? If you're not Vader's Vault or Ultra Saber, actually with the CNC machine producing these things.
So here's the best part about that. Like you said earlier in the group that we met on Facebook, there are so many independent builders that sell empty hilts as collector's items. You can literally do that. You can buy MHS parts and not even have to make them actually function. People will love them as like a shelf piece. I've actually sold 7 within the last 2 months, and it has actually been very, very prosperous to do that. And I didn't know that would be a thing. I thought people would actually want them as since that they want electronics, they want the whole 9 yards.
Right.
And that's absolutely not the case, actually.
Wow. So even, because we at Kyber Cave, obviously if you want a saber without electronics, we can do that. But electronics, we have a repair department. We call it the Sanctum at our store. But you're selling sabers just as empty hilts?
That is absolutely correct. I'm trying to get the best light for you guys. I do apologize. The sun is setting and my lighting in my room is completely yellow. So hold up. I think there we go.
Oh, gorgeous. See, that's the reason why you have an expensive flashlight.
Expensive flashlight that you can have like 7 of and just, deck around the room to have enough light.
Right. So you don't do the electronics yourself, right? You just do the hilt build?
That is absolutely correct. When I started doing this, I did do the electronics, but I will admit fencing has taken a toll on my hands to where I do have quite a bit of a shake now to where I can no longer do soldering. So I do have a recommendation for that. There's actually a company I just recently discovered on to help with electronics. Say you're new and say you really don't have a lot of money to go into building lightsabers. Mm-hmm. They are called Dark Force Sabers, and they are great for like people that are brand new to this that absolutely don't have the money to just pay $300 for a lightsaber. If you want to buy a blank and just have it be a fancy flashlight, that's the best way to go.
Right. And of course, too, at Kyber Cave, we also do repairs, we do installs, modifications. I'm not going to say that we are not necessarily geared for people that are completely broke. It is, I've seen people spend. Well, geez, the most expensive lightsaber I've ever seen sold online went for $9,000. The Black Mamba. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but that's kind of like the legendary saber. But people will spend a ton of money in this hobby. But that's the beautiful thing is that you're saying that even if you don't have a lot of money, you can go down to Home Depot and start putting pieces together yourself. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Beautiful. Is that how do you have people that come to you? Because obviously you're kind of known. And I've seen you in multiple groups. So I feel like a lot of people know who you are. If I'm seeing you in the groups, I'm sure there's a lot of people that know you, in real life and know that you're kind of the man to come to. What is your advice for somebody that's new to the sabering hobby? Especially if they don't have money.
Exactly. Someone that's new to the hobby, always plan out ahead. Plan out and see where you're going to go with it. Mm-hmm. Don't throw everything you've got into it. And I know some people that have actually went bankrupt doing this, and I feel so terrible for them. don't do that. Find a way to make, say, okay, buy a MHS saber if you want to. Or say if you want to just go to Home Depot and take a few parts that look good, you can do that. And it'd be about $30, and you could drill a tap hole for, say, a 12 millimeter or a 16 millimeter button and throw in the electronics, and it would work. And it's really easy to come by the polycarbonate blades. I believe Kyber sells them, if I'm correct, or
We do. Yeah, we do. We buy them from other companies, but we also make our own brand blade called Crystal Blades as well.
Very nice.
So yeah, excellent. And oh yeah, I did want to remind you there are going to be little comments popping up down there. I don't know if you could read them. My eyes. I'm an old man. I'm not a young man like yourself. I'm an old man, so it's harder for me to see all these. I'm on my cell phone right now because I'm actually on vacation in North Carolina right now.
I am trying to read them best I can. I hate to say it. My work glasses that I used to read broke on me earlier. I was going to be using them to read the comments this evening. I am seeing a few of them. And one of the gentlemen I see here, Kevin, did somebody say free? And I saw a comment before that. I believe that's my older brother, Randy. Heyo. Free, yes. So fencing in the SCA, I think is what he's referring to. I'm going
to... There's Randy's comment right there, too.
All right, that is my brother. Sweet. The SCA rapier. If you want to learn how to fight and you can translate that into saber dueling, the SCA's rapier team is free. There is paid memberships if you want to do like the camping events. You don't have to. It's required. And they actually require a lot of the same armor requirements as the Saber Combat League, believe it or not.
Okay.
They're very, very close to getting to HEMA, but they're not exactly the same stringence. They don't require the heavy combat gear.
Right. And hey, Leo, since we can't, we're both having a little bit of trouble reading all these comments. I can see a comment from Hessa down there. But maybe after the live stream, if you want to go back in and answer some of these questions individually, you'll be able to see all the comments, and maybe you could answer them for people that really want to talk to you.
I would be more than happy to. I'd be actually really glad to go back and answer as many questions as I can. I'm actually trying to read them the best I can right now, and with the sun, that's absolutely horrible.
So now, out there in Arizona, you talked about being part of the rapier. What's the name of that again?
The SCA.
Is that creative acronyms or creative society of creative?
You got it right there.
Beautiful. And they, in that group, don't they wear real armor though, right? Like, aren't they wearing like real metal armor? And
that is the hard suit team. The hard suit team division of the SCA are those that go out there and very heavy steel gauge. I believe, if I can remember correctly, I think it's 14 steel gauge. If you're watching this, I apologize if I got that wrong. And they do like so many styles of armors. I've seen a gentleman in this kingdom that is actually a beautiful gentleman. He has made traditional Japanese style armor and is one of the most beautiful works of art I've seen. I would love to see him just holding a lightsaber one day, just, to do a photo shoot.
Right. But now, so from what I'm understanding, because we have one of the gentlemen that runs a class, because we do HEMA classes at Kyber Cave. That's a newer thing for us. But he also comes from the SCA. And I was unfamiliar with. I thought SCA was all the heavy armor, big swords, beating each other up. But now you're telling me there's different divisions. Like there's a rapier team. There's different like leagues.
There's totally different leagues. So it is not only for those that can fight either. Maybe if you want, this is also what helps the creative juices, especially for Star Wars fans. Because I will share a little secret: there's several Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans in the SCA. And this society actually fuels a lot of their creativity because they have an arts and science league. They also have the thrown weapons and archery league.
Wow.
So you can branch out and go and find your talents that way, and it can translate over into Star Wars fandom. I am not even kidding when I say that. It is amazing.
Wow. And in your group out in Arizona, now you're in Phoenix, is that correct? Or Mesa, right?
North Phoenix, actually.
Okay. Are there a lot of people that do this? I mean, and first off, holy crap, doing that in the desert, that I don't even know. Like, I get hot, when it's cold outside, just wearing all that armor. I don't know how people are putting on, metal armor and going out and fighting in the desert.
And it can be really tiresome. I will not lie and say that they're out there right now doing it. If COVID was not going on, summertime would actually be our slow months.
Mhm.
But I kid you not, the biggest event I went to, which is where everybody conglomerates across America to Arizona at Schnepp Farms for an award event that is called Xcala.
Mhm.
And my first event, I believe there was over 3,000 people there.
From all over the country?
Yep.
Wow. And they're doing this in like 100-degree weather?
Yes, except there in those months it's winter, so we're actually kind of cold.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. That makes sense to me. Now, how do you find that kind of background translates into sabers, lightsabers? Is it the
Okay.
same?
So, odd enough, the lightsaber forms that are taught in the Jedi arts, correct?
Right.
Would it be crazy if I told you Form 2 Makashi is a rapier style?
Not at all.
It is literally a French Spaniard style of fighting with a little bit of Spanish twirly.
Right. That's fantastic. So you too can be Count Dooku.
And there's also, I've met people in the rapier team that actually do carry a katana style blade. And these people actually fight in Form 1. I've literally seen it. So Qui-Gon, and they've even had some that fight in a similar style to where it's almost like Obi-Wan, very defensive and only striking when it's open.
Right. Wow, that's fantastic. And do these people do they also, like, do you know a lot of people that are in SCA that also are into sabering just as much? And I know you said that there are fans, but would you say that you're a rarity, somebody who does both, or would you say you are very common, that there are a ton of people that do both sabering and real sword fighting?
That's the beauty of this. Syndicate Saber United, actually, a lot of them know of the SCA, or some of them I bet have actually tried the SCA for a little bit and just they couldn't do the armor, but they were still a fan of lightsaber combat. So they got together and made a group of nerds to do choreographed shows.
Right.
That is the best part. If you're a fighter and you've actually learned how to fight and you have a backstory and back history of fighting, going into a choreo group, a lightsaber dueling group in your local area can be used to choreograph fights for like conventions, say, Comic-Con. We've done it.
Have you personally done that?
I have. I actually do have a video where me and my lovely partner from the previous, not this canceled one, but the last Comic-Con I was on, she was a duelist of staff. And I was fighting Form 2 under the control of a Sith, and she totally headed my butt to me, and it was beautiful.
Right. Well, now, but when we're when we're talking about choreo, though, it's not the same as you and me dueling and battling, right? Because I've always kind of related or looked at choreo as almost like dancing with lightsabers, right? Like it's you and I have worked together to make this story or make this scene, and so I know where your strikes are coming in from, right? Or is it more free flowing?
So in choreo, you can translate that and make it. You just have to remember, okay, he struck here, that move. I have to remember that when we do this live. It is dancing with lightsabers. Lightsaber dueling and choreo can be translated both ways. It's just choreo is literally just a show performance. It's not a real fight. That is for safety reasons. That way somebody doesn't, get clocked in the head.
Right.
So if you want to do a choreo fight, it's a lot of memory, and it's 1, 2, 3, step 1, 2, 3, strike.
Right. Now, when you're going out to Comic-Cons and things like that, do you feel like, not from a fighting perspective, but from an audience perspective, do you feel like people like choreo more, or they like the real battles, or is there an audience for everything, or is it equal?
There's an audience for everything. It's literally been my experience. I've seen both sides of the fields like both. I've met a few people that they're not into real fighting. They don't feel comfortable doing it, but they'll do a choreo fight and they'll just be beautiful work at it. And such a beautiful work of art to see someone show off their hard work and labor. And like, I've even seen people that are also lightsaber enthusiasts just like us that have made their personal lightsaber just so they can do choreo. It's not meant for actual combat.
Right. That's fantastic. And so you dip your paws into all of these little pots then, huh?
I try my best. I do try and make time when I'm not working.
Right. Well, when you've got multiple jobs. But now, do you have on top of this? We haven't even really talked about the cosplay. But do you have a preference? Like, if you could only do one, would you do just choreo, or would you do just hilt builds, or would you do just fighting, or would you do just cosplay costume creation, or does it all kind of like have to be together for you?
It kind of has to be together because it gives me an outlet. And I think artists, if you guys in the chat understand this, if you are a style of artist, making your craft and even sword fighting can be seen as a type of work that can relax you, be it fighting, be it building, be it designing, sewing, or cosplaying. Some people, they need all of that, and it helps them. And it is such an amazing relief to see that.
When you say helps them, do you mean like helps them with boredom, or actually therapeutically helps them? Like, do you feel a sense of calm, or does it actually do something for you emotionally when you're building the perfect hilt and it's coming out exactly how you envisioned it, or your costume, you find the right fabric or the right pattern? Like, is there an emotional aspect?
So it's a little bit of all that, actually. You actually hit that right on the nail with every one of those topics. For lightsaber construction, for me, and sewing, it's therapeutic. It calms me down. And when I can see something coming together, it's like, maybe this will work. It's like taking a piece of coal and putting in enough pressure to turn it into a diamond.
Wow. That's beautiful. Is it hard for you when you're doing a commission for somebody and things just come out exactly the way you envisioned it? You sketch it out on your paper, you found the parts, you built it. Is it hard for you to let these sabers go?
That's the best part about it. If it's a saber that's not meant for me, I hold no connection to it. If the person that gets it loves it and they're happy with it, it's just what they want, that's enough for me.
Excellent. Beautiful. Well, they say that like every kyber crystal, every saber calls out to you, right? That's why, like I said, you and I know when we first started talking, it was because of our joint love of curved hilt sabers. And I personally have found, and maybe you can teach me something. Maybe you can get out here to Kyber Cave and give me a few lessons. But when I'm in a battle, I'm not as efficient with my curved hilt saber. I use a crossguard saber. But when I'm doing choreo, or I'm out here in Northern Carolina, and every time I've left the house, I have a lightsaber on my hip. I've got my wooden grain looking curved hilt saber that I know you've seen. I wear that out in public, and I'll have people stop me and ask me, like, dude, is that a lightsaber? Of course, that's my intro to telling them about Kyber Cave. But oh my gosh, I totally lost my train of thought.
That's totally okay. So I do something similar. Me and you discussed my other job where I'm a caregiver.
Right.
I actually do take a lightsaber to work with me every day because one of my clientele is a Star Wars fanatic and loves it.
Right.
It goes bonkers to see one of my lightsabers. If I'm bringing one to work at my desk at work and I'm putting it together, and he'll do like this little motion like he thinks it's karate, which I'm like, yeah, it's a lightsaber.
Right. And does he get to see a variety of sabers? Do you take different ones, like a different one each night?
I do, actually. I'm actually currently working on one currently. It's a prototype as of right now. I cannot get it to actually fire up completely. I swear if this thing works right now, I might laugh. This thing is fired by the Ghost Crew's Kanan lightsaber.
Right. Beautiful.
And I've had nothing but trouble with it, but it's not something that is broken. It's just I need to get the battery to sync up with it. So I'm going to try and see if it'll actually turn on.
Yes! It's the power of the Kyber Cave. That's beautiful.
So this one, I know you guys can't see it because of all the lighting I'm using, is ice blue, and the electronic system is actually from a company called Solo Sabers. They
Okay.
use Saber Forge soundboards, Viridian and Crimson on one board,
Mm-hmm.
and it is, if you're starting out and you want to have a sound saber, I do not have a problem recommending them. But Dark Force Sabers also has a soundboard system, which is
Right.
why you think the Vader were born. It is a Hasbro board, but for a heavily modified, like you should see the things they've done to this board. It's beautiful, and I have no complaints about it. It's the brightest saber I own.
Wow. That's fantastic. So with your different sabers there, is there something that you're working on now? Like, are you constantly coming up with new ideas? Because it seems like every 2 or 3 days I'm seeing something new from you up on the saber boards.
I am currently working on 3 right now. I have a commission I cannot reveal. Nice.
Woohoo! We're starting to get into Neos at the Kyber Cave. That's our new big thing
Yeah,
now.
NeoPixels. Yeah, we're getting started with NeoPixels in the Kyber Cave.
I've always wondered about the NeoPixels. I have no experience in them. Are they really difficult to use, actually, or are they easy to assemble?
Are they really difficult to use, NeoPixels? No. No, we have that button right there. So right there.
Watch this. I'll show you a really cool thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. I just saw your saber and I got excited. So
Nice.
watch this. Now, here's the coolest feature I've seen on NeoPixel. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is do a little flick. Oh, here we go. Now watch this.
Oh, wow.
Spinning. It changes the color.
Wow.
Looks like you're in the LED that way then. Nice.
Moving the LED.
Yeah.
You change the color by spinning it.
Okay. Very nice.
So we're always trying to try something new at Kyber Cave. Of course, NeoPixels are nothing new to the industry, but as we started off as a small company that was just selling stunt sabers, we added a repair department. So we're constantly trying to up our game and learn how to make sabers better. So NeoPixels has been our fun thing lately.
That makes me wonder, because the current commission I'm actually going for a customer is the fifth Mono. I wonder if NeoPixel would actually make that one work, but they want it to be a no sound, no blade, no nothing. They just want it to be the ilk with just a blade plug in it. So I'm gonna have to answer that.
Well, you couldn't put it on mute.
That's true. I can always run that.
That's fantastic. It's cool to hear about these commissions and these different jobs that you're doing. So I was asking you before Soju came in, are you working on any new projects, or what do you have in your head right now?
So besides the fifth Tono, I'm working on that one, and I also just bought a Ultra Sabers Neon V2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to modify this one. I've already started on it. Just a little closer.
That's beautiful.
And I'm going to make a variation of a strap flex with it.
That's fantastic.
So I'll show you an example really quick. I've done this before with the Aeon V2. If you want to buy a saber that you can easily modify and not have to worry about breaking something, buy an Aeon V2 off of somebody that they don't want it anymore and just into whatever you want to do. So here's one I modified just recently. This is the one I actually showed you the Home Depot part on.
Right.
Rip me wrap, button, and a shroud.
Hold on real quick, Leo. Hey, Soju and Victor, can you guys cut your mic right now? I'm having a tough time hearing Leo.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, say that again, Leo.
So this is the one I was showing earlier. It has the Home Depot part that I showed you earlier, but this is an Aeon V2 that I literally got inspired by somebody modding these in the lightsaber forums on Facebook.
That's a V2?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you can't even tell. I wouldn't have guessed that.
So I even added a bunny ear with some greebles and all that, and a button box mount. This lightsaber is not even mine. Actually, I'm just its current caretaker for Syndicate. It's a loaner saber that I take care of because we have several loaners for people that, if you're new and you are in Arizona and want to come see Syndicate saber and maybe try it out, just saying. We do have loaners, and I've got enough to spare. Trust me, I do not mind.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Well, hey Leo, man, this 40 minutes has gone by quickly, hasn't it?
It definitely has, and I appreciate you guys so well. Great job on the shop. You guys are doing amazing.
Oh man, thank you. Well, the fantastic thing about doing this shop and doing the show is getting to meet people like you who are doing absolutely amazing things out there. I think so many people who get into this hobby, they go to, some of these bigger companies. I don't need to say names. Everybody knows the names of the big companies, and they see these prices and they're like, "Man, I don't have $400 to spend to buy myself a lightsaber." So it's nice meeting people like you who can show us that you don't have to go out and spend all this crazy money. You can modify and put something together yourself for relatively cheap.
And you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you. That one I just showed you earlier, one that I didn't think was going to turn on. I have not spent more than $70 to build that thing.
Wow. That's amazing. And it's a fantastic looking saber. I would have guessed that would have been, a $200, $300, $400 saber from one of the bigger companies.
All MHS parts.
That is absolutely amazing. Well, let me we're getting ready to wrap up here, Leo. Is there, if I wanted to commission you for a lightsaber, if I wanted a Leo design, how would I find you? How would I get a hold of you?
That's really easy. I do have a personal Twitter account, the Kashyyyk Jedi. You can actually DM me there, and it will actually be reached by my manager and be sent directly to me, and then I can go from there.
Now, for our friends online that may not be a Star Wars fan or may not know the spelling of Kashyyyk, could you spell that for people?
Oh, dear Lord. If I absolutely could, I am the absolute most horrible speller. I will actually put it in the comments for the people to read. That way they've got it right then and there, right afterwards.
Excellent, excellent. So we've got the Twitter page. Can they reach you on Facebook or any other place?
Facebook, I do have to actually keep pretty separated because of the SCA. I have to be able to use Facebook for that. The Twitter page is actually for my work only page.
Okay. And what about the company that you work for? Remind us one more time the name of the company that you work for.
Wolf and Chain Industries.
Can we contact Wolf and Chain Industries and commission a lightsaber that way?
Yes, you can. And I will even tag their Twitter page in the comments for everybody to be able to get a hold of them.
Excellent, man. That is beautiful. Well, you are doing fantastic work, Leo. I appreciate you showing us all your gorgeous sabers. It was nice that you got the one to light up. That is, of course, it's the magic of the internet.
Right. And it was a great privilege to speak with you guys. And I hope you guys have an awesome evening. And everybody be safe and stay healthy.
Yeah, and you know what? We got to have you come out here, man. You're not that far away, dude. You're nothing but a 12-hour drive away.
I will tell you what, as soon as COVID calms down and, it's not, biohazard zombie central, I will definitely do it.
We actually have a team. I will contact you after this, but we have a group of guys coming from Arizona. I don't know where exactly in Arizona, but they're coming to Kyber Cave in October for a competition. And I was actually talking to Kang Snow earlier of Lightspeed and telling him, like, hey, dude, if you guys got some guys in LA, I want to throw like a big competition and give out prizes and stuff like that. But I would love to have duelists from all over come together to the Kyber Cave and just have fun.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We better see you there, man. I got a couch you can crash on, dude.
No worries. I'm pretty sure me and my other half would probably get a motel because we're probably going to want to see the ocean before we come home. We always do.
Hey, and we got the Jelly Belly factory and the Budweiser factory right next to each other, so you can go have some jelly beans and a beer.
I like the plan, man.
All right. Hey, Leo, thank you again. I appreciate you taking your time to be with us tonight. Once again, make sure to check out Leo's Twitter page. And he's going to go through the comments and answer all these questions because I can't see crap right now. Hey, you have yourself a wonderful night, Leo. Thank you so much.
And thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe and be healthy.
You too, my friend.
$40.
All right. Hey, Victor, what is up, my friend?
Good. I'm doing all right. I don't know if you guys saw, but I just skimmed a few art hilts right here.
Ooh, hey, go in closer with that. Go in one by one, close, and do there we go. Oh,
We got Harley Quinn right here, and we also got the Joker.
That is gorgeous. Now, for people that don't know, we actually have a fantastic artist named Crystal Cope, who does all these designs for us. I know she's done the Spider-Man design and Iron Man design as well.
Yep, here it is right here.
Ooh, and on the Iron Man one, I love that the button is his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like, turn it to the side.
There it is.
Yeah, that's so cool, dude. So we can definitely, if anybody wants a custom made design, a special print, a special color, we can do that for you. Of course, I was just talking to Leo about my saber, and actually while I've been out here in North Carolina, I've had a few people, because I wear my saber on my hip always. I've had a few people ask me about it. So this is also something you can get done. If you want a wood grain look to your saber, if you want some weathering done to your saber, that is something that we can do for you at Kyber Cave as well. Yep. I'm more than happy to put Victor and all the other people to work.
Yes.
Help keep this man employed.
Please.
So is HEMA class going on behind you?
Yes, HEMA class is going right behind you. I think they're taking a break right now.
And is Greg there?
Yes, Greg is right here.
All right. Well, let's get Greg on and do this last segment of the show.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Oh, here comes Soju.
Hey, Van.
What's up?
Hey, Van, we miss you.
Hey, dude, I'm going to be home in like 12 hours. I will be there.
Yeah. This. Like, oh my goodness.
Man, are you in love with the Neos now?
I am, like, all day. I've just been like, and I did the good thing. I studied and I found out how to do all the fonts. And oh my goodness, the features. Like, you can change the speed, you can change the color.
Wow.
All the features, like just the twisting to change your LED like this.
Right.
And
I'm almost scared, man. It almost seems like there's too many features for me.
No, it's super easy. Like, okay, here, hold the button.
Sound bank selection.
And then you just hit the button.
All data. Youngling audio play. SD card system net exit menu.
This is General Kenobi.
Wow.
No mercy.
Here's your Sidious. Listen to this monster.
Oh God, that is gorgeous.
You hear that raspiness?
Yeah.
Does red look good on me? I don't think red looks good on me.
Nah, red looks good on everybody.
And then
sound bank selection.
Spaceballs!
Oh,
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
How many fonts you got on that thing?
It has I think it has 20 right now.
Oh my God. That's just
I can't believe you fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, but I think I was told it could take up to 32.
Wow. And what kind of board are you using in that?
This is a CFX, so it's commonly known as a Crystal Focus 10.
Wow. Okay. So that allows you to run all of those features that a NeoPixel would run.
Yes, so you can do a 2-button setup, or you could do single. Honestly, the 2-button setup, I'm not, I heard you get extra features having that, but I haven't been able to mess with the 2-button one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Some people told me that the batteries die on these really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing with this all day since I've been here, and it's still working off the same battery.
Wow, you haven't had to recharge it yet.
No, not yet. And I've been turning it on, showing it to customers.
Uh-huh.
So,
And what do people think of that, dude?
what do you think? What do you think about it, Victor? When you see this, what do you think of the Saber when you saw it?
As compared to like a normal LED saber.
I need to have it.
Victor says he needs to have it.
It's because the Cats, and Yin Cat is my favorite one.
Oh, one feature. I don't know if you guys know about this. Let me find it. I'm going through them really fast.
SD card system exit method.
This is General Connect. There it is.
Watch this.
Dark Lord of the Sith.
So I know a lot of you cosplayers out there want to listen to music. And let's just say you had this lightsaber and you wanted to listen to music and you have it on your belt clip, right?
Right.
Watch this. Hear that music?
Wow.
Coming from the saber.
In fact, I think wasn't Vader Kev was talking about having the Imperial March on his saber so that when he walks in, he can have that playing.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
fantastic.
I found something else. Let me see if I can find it. See, this is how I'm excited now. I'm like, hey, let me show you something before you go. Okay, let me find this last one. I'll let you guys go.
Right. Hey, but I'm still waiting for Greg too. So
Okay, I'll
tell
get
him.
Greg.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hogan's Kevin says if that does any more sounds, it's going to double as an iPhone.
Yeah.
You probably could make calls off of that thing. Oh, and there's Leo's Twitter information.
So this one is an equalizer.
Uh-huh.
So you hear the music?
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
the LED. It's going to the music.
Oh, my God.
It's hard to see.
It's a little hard to see on camera, but that is so cool.
But yeah, the LED is going like this, like an equalizer.
It is amazing what you can do with these NeoPixel sabers. So if you guys want a NeoPixel saber, we now have the capability of doing this, right, Soju? Oh, of course I asked the question and he walks away.
All right, we got Greg right here.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Woohoo!
Mr. Greg, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. It is hot tonight.
I have heard that. I am not looking forward to coming home to this heat wave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is not fun. When are you coming back?
I will be back tomorrow morning.
All right.
I'm leaving at 6 a.m. from North Carolina, and Soju is picking me up at Sacramento at 11:15 in the morning.
How's the humidity out there right now?
Today, it's actually been good because we had a rainstorm, but oh my God, when I first came in here, I was dying, dude.
I lived out there. We go for a run for a few miles.
Oh, I ain't running anywhere, dude.
Oh, I didn't have a choice. Go for a few miles, go back, get into your squad, get into your barracks room, take a shower, get out of the shower, feel like you're still in the shower.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're just sweating instantly.
Exactly. Exactly.
With the exception of the weather, I loved North Carolina.
I'll tell you what, it is absolutely gorgeous here, and I feel like a little kid, like because who I've been with. I've been with this amazing friend named Alwyn, and like everywhere we go, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many trees. It's not like California where like it's all buildings as you're driving down.
No, it's all green out there. It's beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, if it wasn't for the humidity, man, this place is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what's been going on with HEMA. You guys are doing HEMA on Friday nights, right?
Yes, tonight. Let me angle it down a little bit so you can kind of see. Right now we have Eris and Ezra, Hema Nights on Friday is sparring night, so we're taking everything we learned from Wednesday
Okay.
and applying it. So because we don't have enough of the proper training swords yet for sparring, they're using sabers, and we're treating them as swords.
Okay. Okay.
So we have Raven over there. He's watching where their blade orient would be to make sure that they're striking properly.
Ooh.
It makes it a little more difficult this way, but it's safer in the long run because we only have, as of right now, we only have one class sword that is good for club fighting, and nobody touches our two personal ones. So
right. Now,
we have more coming in, by the way.
Are people digging it, or what? Is it growing, or what? What are your thoughts about Hema?
I feels like it's. I definitely feel like it's growing. We're getting more and more people, different people each week. What's it saying? But tonight I kind of want to talk a little bit something different from Hema, because they finally came in. Let me turn it on. Now, unfortunately, I spoke to Kang the other day with the regulations on Lightspeed hilts and lengths, and my original one I wanted to use isn't going to work because it's got a shallow blade pocket, and they measure from the adapter to the pommel, and it's a little too long because the adapter is too long to fit in properly. So,
is that a Lightspeed blade?
This is our Lightspeed blade.
Oh, ooh, look at that. It's all bendy.
It is very fast. I'll angle the camera down and kind of show how fast I can swing this thing in just a few.
Yeah.
But this is something that I have to start getting to work on now that I have my blade. I need to start learning their rules. I need to start learning their techniques of fighting, which I have a lot of already because I can single-hand fight. Whereas right now I'm focusing more on the long sword because that's what we're doing here. But
and how is that Lightspeed blade different than our? I mean, I know that they're a different size. You have to buy an
they're
adapter.
a 3/4 inch. Right. And I don't know if you can see it in here. Probably not, because there's a. Let me turn it off. I don't have the sound turned up on this one right now. There is an adapter down on the inside.
Okay.
You can see the blade itself wouldn't fit in a normal 1 inch.
Right.
So the adapter sticks on the blade goes in, you tighten it down like a normal lightsaber. It's just these are more flexible. They weigh less than like a mid-grade blade.
Oh wow! So I'm sure they're very fast.
Very light. They don't weigh anything. Sorry about that, Victor. they really don't weigh anything at all.
Right.
They said, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of a swing demo on it. I wish I had brought my other blade and just bought another adapter. I'd have somebody do it with me, but
Now let me ask you: I'm guessing because we're used to heavy combat, we have our light armor combat. Do you have to be a lot more careful with that blade than you would be with a different blade, or is it the same as fighting with the different blade?
It's their armor requirements from what I've read. I will have to double check before we start doing it here. But their armor requirements are different than what we would do on Sundays, which is like the full arm pads, which we don't require all of the same stuff, but most of us use heavier gear. But as far as I know, all that they require is fencing mask for one. But with them, you don't require the back of the head protection like we do for, say, TSL fighting. The same kind of gloves we use work. They have to be I believe Kang said, an intermediate level lacrosse glove or higher. Beginner gloves are not acceptable. They just don't offer enough protection. Even though this blade is lighter and whippier, it's still going to hurt your hands a lot.
Right.
You always want your hands protected.
Are you able to?
What I use for my arms, which I use for our heavy combat, and right now for sword, because I'm still waiting to get my new jacket. Something like this, you don't need. All they require is your elbow to be covered, and your kneecaps to be covered, and closed-toed shoes.
Oh,
so
wow!
Like the kidney pads I wear, the chest piece that I wear, they don't have those requirements. So it costs less to get into than, say, TSL, because but it is also, it's all going to be on your fighting preference too. This may not be the way you like to fight. You may want to fight the heavier style. I like all fighting styles, so it doesn't matter to me.
Right. Now,
This
are you
is your
able to hit just as hard with that blade, or is it like, or is it a more delicate blade?
It is a more delicate blade than a heavy grade blade. They're not as thick. I've been told they do break. I think that's why when you buy them, you get two.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not contacting as hard either.
Mm-hmm.
And like
So
I said, they have
it's
that flex in them too, so it's not as rigid as a 1-inch blade.
right. It sounds like it's more akin to what we do on Saturday nights, as
More so,
opposed to
yes.
right the light combat where we don't record or we don't allow full speed and full power.
Well, these guys still go full speed,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not hitting as hard as a 1-inch thick, thick walled blade.
Right. Beautiful. So you are working with Kang Snow now and learning the Lightspeed ways, as it were. Correct.
I will be working with him soon on it. I just have to message him about it. Just things, you know how it is with my job.
Right. No. We got to survive.
Have home time. I need to have time to do stuff here, and
Right. So when do you think? Do you think it'll be another month or so before we start seeing Lightspeed stuff happening at Kyber Cave?
I'd like to think probably about another month. I want to get brushed up on it, start getting it promoted, find time to get it on the schedule. I need to get somebody else on the side of me to be able to also work on it because, I mean, you already know I can't always be here. Most of our viewers always know I can't always be here.
Right.
So,
excellent.
So I have to figure out when I'm going to be able to get it on the schedule, when I'm going to have time to be able to do it, just like I had to do with the HEMA, which we need to start getting. We need to get that on the Facebook schedule soon too.
Right.
So it pops up.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
It's crazy the amount of things that are happening at Kyber Cave right now. I can't.
Oh yeah,
keep up with our schedule.
it's been insane, and it's great.
We got something for everybody.
Yeah. So before I get off, I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of like how fast I can actually swing this thing.
Yes, please.
I'm going to step back. I'm going to go put a glove on just because it's more comfortable. And Victor will take the headset for a moment.
All right, I'll talk to Victor while you're getting set up there.
Hey, I'm back.
Man, it is amazing all the stuff that is going on. I'm excited about this Lightspeed that's going to be happening there.
I know, me too. Like, it's very interesting.
Have you had a chance to swing that blade?
No, I have not.
Greg says it's so like there. He said that it's next to nothing in weight. All right, I see him back there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's
see what this looks like.
I don't know if you can hear me through the headset, but you can also see these blades are very long.
Yeah, the blade is very long right there. Yeah, he can hear you.
You can't cut these down shorter. They have to be this length.
Ah, okay.
I believe it's at 36 inches out of the hilt. Or total out of the hilt.
Right. Well, you're not doing choreo with these two, so I mean, a longer blade is not necessarily. Oh goodness! Holy goodness!
Look how fast that! Look at that!
That's like lightning, dude. That is amazing.
Wow.
Now, Greg, have you been hit with one of those yet?
Have you been hit with one of those yet? Not yet. So,
I'm wondering how much. I'm wondering how much it stings.
Probably a lot. I'll still be wearing a decent amount of gear when doing it.
Right.
Maybe not everything. Maybe not the chest piece because I don't think I'll need it as bad. I'm still going to wear the full arm because why not? I have them. Might as well.
Might as well. Right. All right. Well, I'm excited, Greg. We're going to obviously keep up to date with you. It seems like we got a lot. When you first started coming on the show, it was all about TSL, right? We were talking about equipment and armor. Now, then you started talking about HEMA. You started talking about Lightspeed. It just seems like you got a million things happening over there at the Kyber Cave.
Yeah, and we're going to have more promotion coming as well for Ravenwing. Me and Tony are going to kind of start working up a treaty and everything, and a roster list. So it'll have like whatever our code is going to be with a sign-up roster and everything.
And I don't know if I had a chance to talk to you or if you had a chance to talk to Actually, I think I did say something to you, but I'm going to need you guys to be on the best gear because we actually have a crew coming up from Arizona in October who wants to battle us.
I have heard that, and As long as I'm
Yes.
available, I'm ready to do it.
Yeah, and I told Kang Snow, I was like, dude, if you got battlers coming up from LA, I would love to do like a full
Are they
blown
coming up for
competition.
Lightspeed or are they coming up for heavy combat?
Well, they're gonna give us a call tomorrow, and we're gonna work out the details and find out what exactly we're gonna do.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna be in the shop tomorrow. My plane gets in at 11:15 in Sacramento. I'll be at the Kyber Cave at noon for a hot minute. Then I gotta go home, unpack, and then I'll be coming back. So probably roughly around 2 or 3 o'clock, I'll be back in the store.
All right. Sounds good.
And I've got a lot to see. A lot has happened since I've been gone.
Mhm. Yes.
But thank you so much for everything you were doing, Greg. And
Absolutely.
are we gonna see you next week?
Yes. I will be on
Okay.
next week.
All
And
right. Well,
actually, no, I'm on day shift right now, so I'll be on no matter what.
okay. Okay. So we will get more information from you next week and find out more about what is going on at the Kyber Cave.
All right. Sounds good. And I'll be here next Friday, so
All right.
I won't be
Excellent.
doing it from home. It'll be easier.
All right. Yeah. It's nice having you in the spot.
Yeah.
All right. You want to pass it over to Victor real quick?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. You guys go
Thank
have
you.
fun.
All right.
Yo, man. So
All
much exciting stuff happening at the cave.
Definitely. Like, I'm really excited about what's gonna come up. I swear. We still got more stuff.
I
Yeah,
know,
we-
dude. We're starting to get more activities than we actually have time to do them.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, we still got Wednesday. We have our training with Michaela, or AKA the Guillotine.
The guillotine.
That is from 5 to 7.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we got HEMA class after that from 7 to closing.
Wow.
Tuesday.
That's-
On Thursday, we have endurance training from 7 to closing.
Okay.
Friday, we have our HEMA class from 7 to closing. And then Saturday, it's a whole load of stuff. Yep.
So at 7 o'clock, if you come in, it sounds like you come in 7 o'clock every night of the week. We've got something going on.
We got something going on every Saturday. And look at that Joker right there.
I know, dude. That one might have to come home with me.
I'm gonna go home with Van.
Partner though? It's a his and her thing.
I know. That's sexy. That's a right sexy saber you got there.
My sexy saber.
All right, my friends, we are way over on our time tonight. Tonight has been a fun show. It is
Yeah.
my last show abroad. I will be back home tomorrow morning.
Yep, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Van. We miss you so much. We can't wait for you to come back.
Oh, thanks, man. I miss you guys too. I feel so out of the loop. All right, man. Thank you so much, Victor. Thank you to Soju. Thank you to everybody and all your hard work at the Kyber Cave. My name is Xcala, and I want to wish all of our viewers out there in internet land a beautiful night. Please stay safe in these crazy, crazy times, and we will see you next Friday. Peace. It's ending.